So now you've showed your child how to recognize a poplar tree and how you can convert a dead branch from a poplar tree into a nice little disc that you can make a toy from. So now what we need to do to make this spinning toy is find the center of this piece so you can give your kid a little geometry lesson. So here's a piece of string, and we want to find the center of this disc. So if we measure across the disc at its widest point, and we hold on to the string on either side, and then we double it, we essentially cut that diameter in half. And if we hold it against the piece and make a little arc, just rub the string back and forth, we will have the center at that side. Now this isn't perfectly round, so let's turn it 90 degrees and do the same thing again. So here we've measured the diameter, the distance all the way across at the longest point. We double the string again, and now let's measure again from that point. And we now have two arcs drawn across this piece of wood. You can see that. Pretty much at right angles to each other. And the middle of that should be pretty close to the middle of this piece of wood. So this little toy needs to be balanced pretty well for it to spin properly. So that's why we need to find the center. Now the string is going to go through two different points, so we need two holes in this, roughly a 1/4 inch apart. So I'm just going to guess that's about a 1/4 inch on either side of that arc, and that should be close enough. Since this line curves a little bit, I will make holes just on the upper side of that. To be really safe, I'd use an electric drill to make these holes, but since we are trying to do this with tools that, just hand tools that anybody would have lying around, I'm going to try to make them with a hammer and an old sheetrock nail. So let's see if this works. So I will hitting something solid. I'm through. It hasn't cracked yet. If you've got a little drill, it's a lot safer to do this with a drill. Okay. Now we need to pull that out. And you can teach a kid a little bit about a wedge. We have a wedge here. And I'm going to try to use it to pull this nail out. Cross your fingers. Here it comes. So now we have one hole on one side of the middle. Now I'm going to try to do the same thing and make another hole on the other side of the middle. And I've always used a drill, so this is an experiment. We'll see if this works, or if it breaks, I'll just cut another one of these. Okay, there's a hole on the other side. So again, I'll use my little wedge to help me pull this nail out. And again, a child can do this. You don't have to do it for them. Now I'll go over to the other side and find the holes over there and make them a little bit bigger. Alright, so we have holes through this piece of wood. Now we can take a piece of string and see if we can slide it through those holes. Might have to do a little twisting to get it to go. Not going that way. Let's try it from the other direction. If you twist the string in the direction of the twist in the string, it will decrease its diameter a little bit, makes it go through a hole a little easier. I would have used a larger nail, but I tried that earlier and the wood split with that. I think I might have to go through this hole a little more. Burnish the inside of the hole, make it slick so the string will slide. All right, now let's try the string again. There we go. That hole just needed a little help. So I'll loop it up through one and back down through the other. And this piece of string is about 3 feet long. A smaller kid, you might want to make it a little shorter. You could simply tie an overhand knot. It's probably the easiest thing to do to hold the two pieces together, like that. Now, to make the toy work, and that's all there is to the toy basically. Let's see, I guess what I'll do is turn this off and start it again and let that be a different little video.